Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and a new Secret Lair product is out all of a sudden out of nowhere. Now, some of my friends were actually telling me, hey, they were hinting at this ahead of time. I'm thinking, where? I consider it quite a marketing failure if somebody who has almost 50k subs and when anything interesting or any news happens in the MTG world, I immediately make a video on it, and I didn't hear that there was a Secret Lair coming out ahead of time until it had already happened? Damn, you done screwed up, Wizards. I've been saying this for years, but they need one central location where all information, all leaks, all hints, all previews, everything are, so that if people just want to get the story of what's going on, they could go there. Not some on Reddit, not some on Twitter, not some on Daily MTG, just put everything on Daily MTG. But, well, the good news is this is like a 3-day drop, I guess, which is like infinitely better than the 24-hour crap they were pulling before. But boy, the string of failures with this product. Oh, buckle up because this is going to be a ride. So you go to Daily MTG and click on Announcing Secret Lair Drop Series Theros Stargazing. You're like, oh, what's that? And they say, oh, here's the link, secretlair.wizards.com. You click. Immediately upon arriving at the website, most people are getting the, oh, you're in the line, you're in the queue thing. Did I say anything about ordering it? Shouldn't you only be protecting the ordering system? So to reiterate, if you want any information about this product at all for curiosity or to see if you might be interested in maybe buying it, you have to get in a line and wait up to, I've heard, 10 minutes. Load balancing the product information page. That is amazing. And I do not mean in a good way. Oh, you want just basic information about what this is and what's in it? Screw you. Go stand in line, dick. How not to sell a product 101. So if you haven't been to the website or you gave up after a couple minutes and never went to the website, you can get the whole pack, or otherwise there's 5 individual ones, 3 cards each, and it's the 15 original gods from the original Theros block. None of the new standard ones, none legal for standard play. And, you know, whether that's a good thing or bad thing is very hotly debated right now. So it's $40 a piece across the board, which I think is astonishingly overpriced. Or you can get the whole bundle of all 15 for $150, so an average of 10 per card. And it looks like you get free shipping if you get the $150 option. And live in America. And if you live in one of, I believe, 13 states, you won't have to pay sales tax, otherwise the other 37 will, something in that neighborhood. Oh, actually, but some of them care where you're sending it from. So everybody might have to pay sales tax based on where they're shipping it from, potentially. That's not on Wizards. That's just state governments trying to grab a bunch of online sales all of a sudden and changing the laws very rapidly over the last 5 years. Now, if you live in a country with a VAT import fee, your country just sucks. I mean, that's a really simple explanation comparatively. So the choice of gods for this product is, like I said, very hotly contested. Some people want ones that they can play with right now. And other people are like, no, the old ones are more expensive. And I'd say, on the whole, yeah, probably. And they kind of needed a reprint, too. Some of these, the supply's getting a little bit low. Now, I'm not going to look up every price and do a full price analysis because, honestly, I just don't have time. I just got home from work, and it's $12:50 in the morning. But overall, it seems like at least some of the packs might be a good value, but it's still $40 for 3 cards across the board for all 5 of them. I mean, after considering like shipping, sales tax, all that crap, that's almost like $15 a card. And I'm sure there's like some $30, $40 estimated cards in them or something, but oh, that's bad. That is really bad. That is, if anything, if you're only going to give them 3 freaking cards, not throw in any of the Hammer of Perforos, Bowl of Nylea, Bident of Thassa, none of that, it's just 3 god cards, period. No tokens, no nothing. I mean, just nothing. No lands. $40 is pretty steep. That is literally just Wizards ripping off people and undercutting LGSs and single sellers to directly sell you direct reprints individually by the card with 0 randomness. Oh, and speaking of randomness, here's the next problem with this stupid product, besides the price, in my opinion. Oh, and the fact that local gaming stores make nothing on this because it doesn't run through them. The real problem here is last time, people, not last time was rats, but the first time, people bought what they bought, they read the description, they're like, this is what I'm ordering, okay, I'm paying this price, whatever. And then, surprise, they showed up with stained glass planeswalkers, which, it came out of nowhere. Nice little bonus surprise. It was completely random, so you could win, you could lose. It adds a fun little, gamble to it, a little roll of the dice. Little loot box mechanic, little surprise mechanic for you there. I must be watching too much Some Ordinary Gamer. I'm starting to sound like him. And that was cool because everybody got more than they thought they were paying for. And if you open like a $3 or $4, useless planeswalker like Mr. Tater Tots the Shield guy, All right, whatever. It's still a couple bucks more. And then if you open some like bomb one that was like 50, 60, 70 bucks or whatever, you know, cool. But this time around, you ain't surprising anybody. The only surprise is, just like last time, I keep saying last time, it was rats last time. Okay, we'll just pretend rats never happened. So just like the first time, when none of the documentation, product description, nothing about it said, oh, and also you get a random stained glass planeswalker, yay! Like it was intended to be a surprise. Well, this time around, like I said, ain't nobody getting surprised, okay? Tell us if we're getting that or not. It's part of my purchase decision. Like, I want to know if I'm also getting a fourth card. I mean, if someone's kind of on the fence, they want to know in writing if it also comes with a secret bonus. Is it going to be the same planeswalkers? Is it going to be different art? Is it going to be a different reprint? Is it going to be Masterpiece? Is it going to be lands? Is it going to be a random fetch land? I kind of doubt it. But, I mean, legally, the product description says for like volume 1, you get one of these, and one of these, period. That's it. Oh, and then also the digital codes. I'll get to that. So anyway, if it shows up at your doorstep with 3 cards and that's it, you might have been thinking maybe there was a bonus that they didn't mention, but they're not obligated to give you anything extra because they didn't mention it. They didn't guarantee you that. It wasn't in the description. So they could send out absolutely nothing else in these except for what you ordered, and people will still be disappointed. Or the other option is they are including a bonus, but they're not telling people, and people are just assuming, well, they didn't say anything about a bonus this time. It probably doesn't come with a bonus. Okay, it's too expensive. I'm not ordering it. And then weeks later, oh my God, everybody's saying it comes with a bonus. Damn it, I would have ordered this. So now, because they set it up the way they did, and they're not mentioning it, some group of people is going to be disappointed no matter which way they go with it. But let's talk about those digital codes. It says you get an MTG Arena Redemption, 1 single code for MTG Arena Theros Stargazing Volume 1 theme sleeves, for example. And then it says in the fine print, MTGO and Arena codes. Must be redeemed before December 30th, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so are they usable on MTGO? Does MTGO even use sleeves? I don't even use MTGO. I use Arena, so do I get 2 codes? Are they transferable? Are they tied to my email? Can I sell them? Oh, and after last time's little debacle, are you actually going to ever deliver them via email? Or is that system going to break again too, and then you have to contact support just to get your stupid code that you were supposed to get in the first place? I mean, guys, remember, this is Wizards of the Coast trying to do a new thing and launch a new product. They are going to screw up every aspect of it. For a ton of people, the codes didn't go out at all. They didn't go out on time. I don't even know. I just heard rumblings about it. By the way, I'm navigating in between the pages, and it's just randomly throwing me back into the wait queue. Oh, you looked at volumes 1 through 3. You want to see 4? Too bad. Get back in line, asshole. You took too long. And I'm not using like some artificial cookie session terminator plugin or something. Like I'm running a pretty vanilla browser here, guys. I mean, I'm getting the impression from the website, it's like, you have a couple minutes to buy something or get out of our store. Like, wow. Wizards, is it because I'm white? Buy something or get back in line, whitey. That seems like something they would say. So what else is wrong with this? Let's just lightning round it. The pack, the bundle where you get all 150 for like 50 bucks cheaper. It says $199.95, scratched off $149.99, which I'm going to refer to as 200 to 150 because let's be real. Wait a minute, it's been saying that ever since they went on sale. Isn't that illegal in California and multiple other states? Why, yes it is. Now, there might be some loophole, or they just don't care because California rarely fines people because of this, but there is a law that states that you cannot say, oh, this is 30% off, or this is the new price, this is discounted by $10 or whatever, if you never actually sold it for that first price. And I do believe that applies to online and physical retail stores. So for example, like newegg.com cannot say this flash drive is 20% off if the 20% off is like, well, it's 20, but now it's $16. They cannot say that unless it has actually been publicly available for sale for $20 for, I think it's like 48 hours or something, or 72. There's actually like a time limit on it. It's very specific, and they are very specifically breaking that law with this product as far as I can tell. Now, is there a loophole that says, hey, this is just stating the implied value, not an original price. It doesn't say on sale or price offer % off. It's just letting the buyer know that when you buy these 5 together, you get a discount. That's what it's telling you. It's a combo discount. It's not a sale. That might be the loophole they're after. I don't know, but it's still a really bad look. There's zero context and zero anything around those prices. To me, it's up to customer interpretation, which would be a violation of the rules. So I hope they get a fine for that. Also, a lot of these gods are used as commanders because their abilities are nuts. So here's the little problem that I think a lot of people are facing here with this, buy the bundle or buy an individual or buy the singles, because those are your three options, like buy the singles later. Depending upon what you want, it is probably cheaper to just buy one single god card from a reseller for like $12 later. And some of them might be 20, some might even be 30, who knows, but still, it's 40 for a set of 3, and that's still stupid if you only want one of the 3, you know what I mean? But then you can sell the other ones. But if everybody has that mindset, they're going to order the bare minimum that they need to get what they want and then just immediately flood the market with like buy listed and TCG Player and eBay singles of these gods, which will at least temporarily lower the price pretty badly. But then if you flip it the other way around, I'll just pick up the singles, and then you find out 2 weeks later after they're delivered, well, everybody's sold out, not enough people sold them to the open market, and, it's not like Card King can order 10,000 of these, It's probably the same as it was last time, limit 10 per customer, so, that is not enough. They either have to smurf them all with dummy accounts and, family and friends of employees or something to get enough. And by the way, this doesn't look like a terrifically profitable product, so just keep that in mind. At least, like, for single sellers, like when it comes to splitting them apart. So in theory, their only source will be buy listed cards, which take a while to get there, take a while to process, grade, store, and then resell. And then you gotta hope people are still interested at that point. So everybody's taking a risk. The people are like, I'm gonna pass on this. I'm just gonna pick up Perforos later. Oh crap, nobody's selling Perforos. The whole world's sold out. Except for a couple scalpers who want $100 for them. Oops. And then you got the people who are like, I only want Heliod, so I'm gonna buy the one with Heliod in it and just sell the other two. And then you go to sell them and it's like $2 on a buy list. Whoops. And then Heliod's like $10. Well, I probably shouldn't have bought the whole thing then, should you? You basically, not even counting shipping, just paid $36 for a Heliod. So, yeah, this isn't all bad for this product, but it's confusing, it's annoying, the shopping experience is bad, the announcement was bad, people are gonna miss this, but it's not all bad. It's like, okay, it's for sale for 3 days instead of like 1, that's cool. The queuing system does technically function to stop the website from crashing and charging your credit card 7 times or whatever, I guess. And some of these cards really needed a reprint. And some of these packs are probably really, really good value, and they're probably going to throw in something like or exactly the stained glass planeswalkers again. So overall, not terrible, but like really bumpy, really problematic of a product launch here. Personally, for 40 a piece, only getting 3 cards, I don't care how confident you are. Nobody knows the print volumes, including Wizards, because this is a pre-print 1 wave, and then wave 2 is print to order. So, in other words, unlimited print volume. So, I think like Xenagos is probably one of the more expensive ones. I don't remember, whatever. If everybody buys that one thinking, I'm going to flip him, keep the other 2 or whatever, I'm going to make a profit, yay, let's order 10. And then it turns out everybody does that, so he ends up at like $6 because remember, he was only printed once. Well, then everybody collectively loses. So from a value and investment standpoint, terrible product. From just you get 3 cards for $40 standpoint, in my opinion, terrible product. And then you got the fact that, yeah, you could just want 1 because, that's your commander, he looks shiny. Woo, cool. But, really, is the average collector, like the big premium, I like shiny stuff collector, going to settle for just like 1 or 2 of these packs? Probably not, because all 15 artworks are done by the same person. They have a consistent art style. The very first one, it was like, well, you buy the cats or you don't. If you're interested in the cat one, buy the cat one. Ta-da. They have like nothing to do with each other. So unless you're just the biggest who cares collector, you didn't really feel obligated to buy all 7. It was the best value, but if you like cats, buy the cats. And if you like one of the other ones, buy the other ones. That was pretty simple. With this one, clearly it's a complete set of 15. Clearly. So I think a lot of people are going to feel very obligated to buy the 15 and just $150, 150 US dollars. You know what that could buy other than 15 Magic cards? A whole bunch of better stuff than 15 Magic cards. Like I said, if you're like, but it's an investment, maybe I could sell them in 2 years. Well, when you're putting 150 on the line and tying it up for 2 years, maybe ain't good enough, okay? This does not look like the stellar Class A investment for Magic cards, just saying. Not when the print volumes are, hey, whatever you want. Oh, and the last detail to consider is a lot of people in the last drops were getting the wrong product. Or not even wrong, I think some people literally got the wrong product, but some people, they opened it up sealed and they're like, cards are missing. Like, there's supposed to be 7, I got 6, or there's a duplicate, or like, whatever, wasn't packaged right. Some of them were missing like the extra bonus promo Planeswalker. Well, then you gotta hope that support, that you have to now write into actually believes you. Then you have to ship it to them. Then they'll ship your replacement, which is gonna probably take weeks. When a company screws up this badly, and then remember, also fails to give the codes out via email to certain portions of people on time or at all, whoops. When they screw up this badly, stop giving them money. It's really that simple. Like, this is a free open market. If they keep making mistakes, just keep pounding them on social media about how you're not going to touch this because they screwed up your last order, and effectively pressure them to get a better printing company that actually gives a crap. I mean, I've opened multiple pre-release kits at the pre-releases that had the wrong contents. One was missing a die, one was missing the promo. Wizards, guess what, assholes? I'm not running a pre-release with 6 rares instead of 7. That ain't gonna happen. Value-wise and power-wise, that ain't gonna happen. I turned it in, hope that the staff didn't think I just shoved it in my pocket when nobody was looking, and they gave me another one for free and lost $30. And that's what happens when you just get some lowball contractor dumbasses in Texas to print your cards for you, which is exactly what they do if you're curious. Although I think due to problems like that, they had the last pre-release kits, let me think, somewhere in Japan and somewhere in Belgium. None of them were in Texas, actually, that I know of, but I don't remember which is which. I'm pretty sure, though, for like Theros Beyond Death, none of the cards were printed in America, which that's interesting. But there's another problem with this. We have no idea what the country of origin is. Is this at a printing facility that gives a shit and has actual technology to verify the contents? Or is this just more, dark ink, barely legible Belgium crap? Or, God help you if it's made in Texas. You'll be lucky if it even resembles what you ordered if it's made in Texas. They make so many mistakes there. Maybe these are printed in the same one that feeds into Russia, which they have a weird waxy coating and smell like cigarettes. Seriously, open some old school Russian packs from like 5 years ago. It is amazing that it's exactly what I just described. I don't know what facility that is. I thought it was Belgium. But yeah, that would be a pleasant little surprise for this high-end overpriced collector's product. So I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you do you buy whatever you want to buy. I mean, people spend way more on way dumber hobbies and dumber stuff. I mean, I'm going to kind of frown upon anybody who buys this like a little bit, just for supporting the fact that this exists and for, completely cutting out local gaming stores in the supply chain purely because of Wizards' greed. And then on top of it, screwing up shipments, screwing up the contents, and screwing up everything related to this product, and then charging your credit card 5 times for a product you never received because they never placed the order correctly. That's a thing that I heard a story about. Oh, and then threatening to not refund it. Like, if you forgot about the drama that happened the first time they tried to do this, then you have a short memory. I don't like anything about this product. It could be the best, highest value, best reprint. It could literally just be 15 fetch lands for $40 per set of 3 in foil full art, and I would still say don't support them, don't buy this. Because they're a terrible company pushing terrible products in a terrible distribution pattern, and you need to send them a message. I would strongly encourage people to just boycott this shit. But if you want to buy it, I mean, whatever. If you're going to go drop $150 on some painting or some vase or some dumb shit for your house, I'd probably put you below anybody who buys Secret Lair as far as money management intelligence. So whatever, there are dumber things to do with your money, I guess. But seriously, if everybody just boycotted this and told Wizards, you've screwed up too many times, you're releasing too many of these, you've taken too much of my money, we all know this is going to curl, last time you sent me the wrong damn product, just screw the whole thing until you get your act together. Like, give some semblance of a shit, and then maybe I'll come back and buy this. Like, if that was the message, and they sold 1/10 of what they thought they would either, one, actually take the time and effort to improve all of this, or they just cancel it and it could go away and we could stop having one more stupid thing to buy in a year. So yeah, once again, I would really encourage people to do that because we really need to send them a message at this point. So Wizards, you can Secret Lair drop a product on these nuts. I ain't gonna buy it, stop grabbing for my wallet. Seriously, Mark Roser, you grab for my wallet one more time, I'm gonna slap your hand. Don't buy this bullshit unless you have a damn good reason, and I'll see you guys next video.